Oh! Okay, so I think have I actually wasted some time there? I think I didn't pause. Good thing I saved. And yes, it saves your rapid fire! It saves it. Saints be praised. Yeah, so as you've probably noticed, the Meg Airbase level has a heck of a soundtrack. I certainly hope you like repetitive whistling, because that's what you're gonna get for 10 minutes or however long this mission is. I like it. I like repetitive noises. I hope you do, because that's where we're going, to repetitive noises land. Actually, those guys are right. There's kind of bigger versions of those guys later on the deck star level. Actually, you know what bothers me about those guys? The bullets don't quite come out the right part of their gun. Look, just watch carefully, and Ken, bring up the footage from earlier of that guy. Feels kind of interesting to be locked in a gun battle with these guys now. Really, the video game music was how I learned about music and stuff. Oh yeah, that's something I could actually talk about. I put some more music tracks into Super Space myself. No, I'm hardly the mighty Jake Kaufman or anything, by a long shot. Jake Kaufman is really good. But I'm conversant in musical stuff, used to play the piano and flute. I wasn't that great at either of them, I think, but I used to play them, damn it. It was more cool than socialising with other school kids anyway. But yeah, so like music like this was how I learned how to do bass lines and harmony and stuff, you know? This is what I tried on the keyboard when I came home. Used to do, I think I used Cakewalk a bit, and I got a MIDI keyboard from my dad at one point. That was one of my best birthday presents, actually. I got a keyboard. It was going to do MIDI things. MIDI, I say. That was about it. I did actually do some things, but it's not like it became a massive deal. I was even in a band briefly, but that's another story, I think. Anyway, point is, I've recently had cause to flex my musical muscles once again, making some more music for Super Space Slayer 2, because I had someone else do most of the music, and I don't think they're going to do any more music for me. So I was playing Space Toads over at Geek, and I heard old Luke on Space Toads. He made the music for Space Toads himself, and I thought, I can do that too. I can make a music. I've been known to do that. So I got FL Studio, or Fruity Loops, or whatever you want to call it, and made myself some new music. In fact, Ken, put a link to your lava track. I know you've made that video. Put a link to the lava track in the description of the video. Go on. I'm not even going to put the thing on screen. We'll have to go to the description and look at what is there. Link in the description to my lovely lava track, which I think is the best of them, really. Any critique welcome? You know, unless you're a dick about it, obviously. So this game is kind of trippy, though. I think it's the background in this level. It's the diagonal lines and the way... How does the background even work? Does it scroll really slowly or something? Something about the repetitive music and the fast movement and the... Oh, I'm getting into this now. You see, some games are actually more fun when they're easy, I think. They're just supposed to kind of romp around and amuse yourself in them. It's not really supposed to be about the challenge so much as it is just the experience. That can also be a thing. I mean, maybe there's a bit of a spectrum there of, like, challenge on one end and experience on another. But what if you experience... what if you experience the challenge? Isn't the challenge just part of the experience? Oh my god, mind blown. I think. My mind is blown so much I can't even tell if my mind is blown anymore. Yeah. Oh, I want it. I want it. I want it hard. I want it, sir. Yeah, that wasn't even so hard. just the obvious secret passage, fair enough. Oh, this level's kind of cool now as well. I get to, like, outrun these rockets, and that looks quite neat. That's a thing. They're using the level design to make cool things happen. These levels don't have quite as much flashing lights in them as I would like, though. Oh, I've got high rapid fire now. Actually, the Meg Airbase is... Yeah, this is very much like the Deckstar level later. In fact, I'm beginning to realise they're a little bit suspiciously similar. Oh well. I like both the levels anyway. The Deckstar level has a whole different repetitive tune. It's like... instead of this. But, jumping boots. Get your jumping boots on, lads. It's not even the real accent. Yeah, get your jumping boots on, lads. No, it's not even remotely a real thing. Like, can I... Yeah, I don't... Yeah, okay, be careful, be careful. So what have I got? I can get... I'd like birds, please. Yeah, that's kind of neat. I can at least pick what I get. It's like some weird game show where I get to pick my prize. And so our lucky contestant could win a bird or a shield! I think, yeah, the bird is a shield as well. The bird is objectively the best. Unless you want the time, but who really wants the time? There's always plenty of time in this game. Unless you know, don't pause and you have to load your save game to... That could happen. Yeah, it's more like it. It's more like it. Yeah, actually, there's bits like this in the Deckstar level as well. I'm going to have to watch the Deckstar level more carefully, although I'm sure there'll be time to talk about that level later on. I like the big jump and all, but it's a bit worrying knowing that bad guys could be underneath me. In fact, you know, I forget if I've mentioned this, but one thing that's a bit weird in this game is just Jazz's jump. Because he just goes straight up, and then straight down, pretty much. Like, I think there's hardly any arc to it. It's this sort of weird diagonal jump. I don't know why I put up with it, to be honest. Like, you've got to get your jumps just right in these things. You've got to spend a while refining your jump. Like, what do you think Mario did, eh? What do you think he did? He's Mr. Refined Jump himself, and it seems to have done him no harm. Anyway, yeah, so he's got a weird sort of diagonal jump. I'm not sure if there's some reason why it's such a weird diagonal jump. Because amongst other things, it means that it's hard to predict when he's going to come back down, because you can't tell, his acceleration kind of doesn't happen. It's just moving up, moving down, like he's some kind of scanner. Anyway, yes. I don't even mind that I haven't got 100% at anything this time. I am just happy to have got through a cool enough level. Yeah. Guns ahoy! Now, let's see. Well, I'm going to do any of those rolls where I... Oh, this level's a bit weird. I've got to just find 10 of those things. 10 blue gems. It's all to get an extra life, isn't it? I wish there were... you know what I'd like? I'd like if Jazz Jackrabbit had Chaos Emeralds in it. And just actually call them Chaos Emeralds, too. And then, then you could come out and you could be Super Jazz. And wouldn't that be cool? And Jazz could go yellow and spiky like in Dragon Ball Z. Was Dragon Ball Z around in the days of Sonic? I think it must have been. Anyway, so that is one way in which I must admit Sonic is pretty much objectively better than Jazz Jackrabbit. As much as this was kind of my knockoff version of Sonic growing up. Oh, Super Jazz would be so cool, he'd be invincible. And all his guns would be like extra powerful. It'd be like in Devil May Cry where you power up and you get lightning guns and stuff. He'd have enchanted versions of all his guns that would have lightning on them, because that's nice. Or they could all have different elements. You could have like lightning and fire and other lightning or something. Ice is generally... The trouble with the elements is there's only so many cool elements, you know? Yeah, not even that hard. It seems like an actual jazz head. That's kind of sinister. Because I just saw the footage from Return to Oz. Like, did anyone see Return to... Actually, here's something I also had to call out. When the question marks zoom in there, you can tell they're just black around the edges. Like, Ken, show the footage slower so it's more obvious. See that? See that? Yeah. I noticed things like that quick. I've got some kind of mutant ability to replay what I've just seen. It's handy. Quiet down, Jazz. There's no time to sarcastically eat a carrot. I'm explaining something. Now, I believe I can't bullshit my way through this like last time. Except this time, the bullshit seems to be actually intentional. I can... Whittle them down, whittle them down, whittle them down, hide in the ground and whittle them down, hide in the ground and whittle them down. He's got big balls, whittle them down. Make his balls much small, whittle them down, whittle them all. Diddle-doo, whittle them down, whittle them down, diddle-doo. Whittle them down, whittle them down. This is actually working, at least. Whittle them down, whittle them down. This is almost like a... Oh no! This is almost like a cover shooter or something now. And this boss battle kind of works. I don't remember most of the boss battles in this game. I guess because they were never really that good. Oh, and I can chase up behind him. I may have lost my... There is some limited strategy to this boss. I like it. This isn't so bad as last time. Actually, this whole thing has been a lot more pleasurable than last time. Whittle them down, whittle them down. Use your gun and whittle them down. Oh, what even... Whittle them down to the ground. Shoot your gun. Is it when I run? Is that what it is? Or have I just got to duck when he goes by? Duck to get down. Whittle them down. Not even trying particularly hard. Okay, question. Can I just smash away behind him and actually do more damage than my more cautious approach? Let's try it. Yeah. Stay behind his ass. Whittle him down, whittle him down. Yeah, I think that might actually be better. Stay behind his back. Stab them in the back. Whittle them down. Not very strategic, but it worked. Yeah, bitch ass. How do I actually... There we go. The airbase is toast! After blasting the airbase, Jazz learns that Devon has been cloning his cronies with a gene machine! What can Jazz do? Okay, actually, isn't the gene machine... No, wait, this is chapter 3 I've just done. Ken, double check when the gene machine business happens, because that we might not be done with a conspiracy about where these levels will happen. And these were cool too. These are just little animations I guess the comic book artist made. They've got nothing really to do with what's happening, but they're cool. It's cool in Jazz 2 that the turtles actually do hide in their shells. It's a thing. Always kind of reminds me of Toonstruck now. That's a whole other story. Jazz must start searching for the gene machine. Get ready for the toughest challenges yet. Are you sure? Are you sure they're going to be tougher than the bullshit that happened in the last chapter with goddamn Orbitus and everything? I don't actually believe you. I think Orbitus was a bit of an anomaly, to be honest. Yeah! So that's chapter 3. We're rocking back in Jazz Jackrabbit CD. I'll see you guys next time on Ken Talks to Himself Excessively While He Plays a Thing. Good night, and blessings upon you all, my children.